cells of the embryoblast differentiate into two layers. You know that the embryoblast differentiates into two layers. Last class we had told hypoblast and the epiblast. Hypoblast and the epiblast. Hypoblast is the primitive endoderm. Okay, primitive endoderm, and this develops into the yolk sac. Yolk sac which gradually degenerates. Epiblast develops into the epiblast is acting like a primitive ectoderm, but it develops, it has two parts, the amniotic epiblast that develops the amniotic cavity, and the amniotic epiblast and the amniotic epiblast and the embryonic epiblast. Okay, and I had told you which cells secrete the HCG. You have to write the answer on the chat box and send. And Gravendex test is the test for pregnancy. Okay, so what happens and how is the yolk sac developed? Now let us see the two layers of the trophoblast. Trophoblast, what were the two layers? The two layers were the cytotrophoblast and syncytotrophoblast. They become a part of the chorion, and chorion is one of the fetal membranes. What are the different fetal membranes or extra embryonic membranes? You have the chorion, you have the amniotic cavity or amnion, you have the allantoin, and you have the yolk sac. These are the different membranes. Now during implantation, what happens? The syncytotrophoblast, which is a layer of the trophoblast, secretes enzymes that enables the blastocyst to penetrate into the uterine lining of the endometrium cells. It also digests and liquefies the endometrium cells, and it helps in implantation. What is the other function of the syncytotrophoblast? That it secretes HCG, sends secretions to the signals to the corpus luteum, and corpus luteum produces more and more progesterone, and pregnancy is established. So we had done till here. So you can see as a result the bilaminar embryonic disc. Laminar means they are talking about epiblast plus the hypoblast. It is now positioned in between the amniotic cavity and the embryo sac and the yolk sac. So yolk sac arises from the hypoblast and amniotic cavity arises from the epiblast. Since human embryos receive their nutrients from the endometrium, the yolk sac degenerates. So it is relatively empty, small, and decreases in size. As compared to other animals, we do not have a yolk sac. Now coming to gastrulation. Till here, it was clear to you, crystal clear to you. What is gastrulation? I have told you what is gastrulation. The development of the three germinal layers is known as gastrulation. When does gastrulation start? After the blastocyst stage. After the blastocyst stage, what happens? What happens after the blastocyst stage? As the embryo gets embedded into the uterine lining and it produces, and the cells of the trophoblast rearrange and form two layers of cells, and the inner mass forms the epiblast and hypoblast. The epiblast rearranges to form the three germinal layers, and this process of formation of three germinal layers is known as gastrulation. So what happens in gastrulation? Let us see this diagram. Just look at this diagram. So what you can see, these two are the bilaminar membrane. From here, these two, उसका 3D दिखाया है. So look at this layer. Now this is a portion of the epiblast. ये कौन सी layer है? What is this layer? This is syncytotrophoblast, and this is cytotrophoblast. उसके अंदर there is this disc, bilaminar disc. This is epiblast, this is hypoblast. So hypoblast forms the yolk sac which gradually decreases or degenerates, and an amniotic sac or amnion forms in the epiblast. So some part of it forms the amnion and some part of it forms the embryonic epiblast that is going to form all the three germinal layers. So this portion they are magnifying and showing you. So this turned 90 degree. So this turned 90 degree. Amniotic sac is above and a 3D view of this portion. Just look at this. So this is the bilayered embryonic disc having the hypoblast and the epiblast, and a sectional view of this. Just look at it. नीचे ऊपर का layer, look at this layer. This is epiblast. Remember, this is epiblast. And ये वाला जो layer है, this is hypoblast. So what happens ना, इस epiblast में there is, some invagination takes place. You know what happens? Cells of the epiblast, they just bend like this. Amnion को छोड़ दो, amnion तो बन गया है, amniotic cavity बन गया है चारों तरफ, epiblast के चारों तरफ. So cells of the remaining cells of the epiblast, ये वाले, वो एक ऐसे invagination produce करते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं primitive streak. Okay, look at this, it produces this primitive streak. Cells of the epiblast. So can you make out क्या हो रहा है? This was the implanted embryo. So कहाँ से कहाँ तक embryo बोलते हैं? 0 to 8 weeks roughly. Sometimes some books say 10 weeks also. So 0 to 8 weeks is embryo. And after, from the 9th week till the gestation period, from the 9th week till the gestation period, it is called a fetus. So उसमें दो layers हैं. There's this bilayered embryonic disc है. Bilayered embryonic disc में hypoblast नीचे है, ऊपर epiblast है. So hypoblast forms the yolk sac, epiblast forms the amniotic sac, and some cells of the epiblast, you can see it's, when you take a section, cross section of this, you'll be able to see कि वो जो cells हैं epiblast के ना, वो primitive streak दिखाते हैं, bending दिखाते हैं. And इसी से बनता है, primitive streak से ही three germinal layers बनता है. You can see the primitive streak is appearing. Primitive streak से you can distinguish the head and the anus. So see, this is cut edge of the amnion. यहाँ से cut करोगे तो ये edge cut हो जाएगा, right? A better view of this, इसको enlarged करके दिखाया है. Look at this. देखो, primitive streak appear हो रहा है. ये section है. Primitive streak is appearing. Yolk उसके बाहर है, which is developed from the hypoblast. Just look at this diagram carefully. Look at the direction of the invagination. ऐसे है. Like this. You can see. So what happens? These are the cells of the epiblast, embryonic epiblast. And what is this? This is the amniotic cavity, जो already इसको surround करेगा. So what we can see is a primitive streak appears, invagination होगा, and from some of the layers of the epiblast, they will get differentiated and they form a layer of cells called the endoderm. ठीक है, so इसमें से after invagination, the cells which will be separated, they will be forming the first germinal layer, endoderm. After that, see, look at this. This is endoderm. After this, there are some cells which just, they do not form in layers, but they randomly get separated, and these form the mesoderm. ये बीच में red से जो दिखाया हुआ है, this is mesoderm. And whatever is left, it forms the ectoderm. Did you understand? तो सबसे पहले बना endoderm, उसके बाद mesoderm, and then ectoderm. So endoderm is going to line the primitive streak को सोचो elementary canal है. So you know that, in case of human beings, कैसा system है? We have got this tube within tube plan, na? So we have this elementary canal from mouth to anus, and so this is tube within tube plan. So this is your mouth, anus. बाहर का layer is ectoderm. ये coelomic cavity है. This is lined by mesoderm. and the lining of the alimentary canal, ये जो primitive streak से बना है, this is your endoderm, and this is the primitive streak showing mouth and anus. So then they take their positions. All right, समझ में आया ये? This is epiblast, embryonic epiblast. Epiblast had this amniotic part जो amniotic sac में बदल गया, and there is this is this embryonic epiblast. Embryonic epiblast में a depression kind of a thing is formed, invagination बोलते हैं उसको. This results in the formation of a primitive streak. ठीक है, so cells ऐसे bend होते हैं and a primitive streak is formed. Look at this. This is a primitive streak. What happens in the primitive streak? Primitive streak जो है ना, imagine karo that has the mouth and the anus that develops into the entire digestive system. There are some cells that get separated from the lower part of the epiblast. They form the endoderm. Some of them get collected in between. They are called the mesoderm, and whatever is left is the ectoderm. And this primitive streak actually functions as the alimentary canal. So the cells, the layers get rearranged, and you will find that the lining of the alimentary canal is the endoderm. So endoderm rearrange ho jata hai. Outer wall is ectoderm and the middle lined by mesoderm. These are the three germinal layers. Understood? Now, during gastrulation, what happens? The primitive streak clearly establishes the head and tail of the embryo. Head and tail. So head region and the anus, as well as the right and the left side. As the head of the primitive streak, at the head of the primitive streak, a small group of epiblastic cells forms a rounded structure called the node. You can just imagine ये primitive streak बन गया और ऐसा कोई structure बन रहा है. Following the formation of the primitive streak, cells of the epiblast move inward below the primitive streak, detached from the epiblast by the process of invagination. ठीक है? So पहले primitive streak बनता है, then invagination होता है. Invagination से what happens? Once the cells have invaginated, some of them displace the hypoblast, forming the endoderm. I told you ना, पहले एक primitive streak बनेगा, उसके बाद in the epiblast only, and then ऐसे invagination से cells will detach, और जो detach होके नीचे गए, this is endoderm, and this is going to replace the hypoblast. You understanding? उसके बाद यहाँ से other layer of cells will get detached. They will be called mesoderm या mesenchyme, and whatever will be left behind will be called the other cells that remain between the epiblast and the newly formed endoderm form the cells remaining in the epiblast, then forms the ectoderm. The ectoderm, so whatever cell is left behind, so एक layer कट गई, that is invagination से layer which falls down is the endoderm. Again, what is left in between is mesoderm, and one which is left behind is ectoderm. The ectoderm and the endoderm are epithelia composed of tightly packed cells. And since the mesoderm is loosely organized, so it is also called mesenchyme. All right. So as the embryo develops, the endoderm becomes the gastrointestinal tract, respiratory tract, and several other. So what is the fate? What is the fate? Endoderm. क्या बनाता है endoderm? Endoderm बनाता है GI tract और alimentary canal, respiratory tract जो सबसे लास्ट में डेवलप होता है. Mesoderm forms the major part. M से mesoderm, M से major, gives rise to muscles, cartilages, Peritoneum is the membrane of the internal organs. And ectoderm क्या बनाता है? It forms the nervous system. So these are the layers. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक organ system पूरा इसी से बनता है. Different parts in an organ system may be formed. Different parts in an organ system may be formed by by different germ layers. समझ रहे हो? So mesoderm forms the muscular system, cardiovascular system, reproductive system. ये सारे systems बनाता है. और भी सारे systems बनाता है. Muscular system, cardiovascular system, reproductive system. So major systems are formed by. Ectoderm forms the integumentary system also. The skin and all, as I told you. Right? There are certain organs that develop from, एक ही part different organs, different germ layers से बन रहा है, as I told you. जैसे कुछ examples I can give you. जैसे adrenal gland. Adrenal gland में adrenal cortex is formed by mesoderm. Adrenal medulla is formed by ectoderm. Again, tooth enamel is formed by, and tooth dentine in the tooth. This is formed by mesoderm. So आप क्या देख रहे हो इसमें कि ये एड्रिनल ग्लैंड ही है, इसके दो पार्ट्स, दो अलग जर्मिनल लेयर्स बना रहे हैं. ये टूथ का पार्ट है, इनेमल एक्टोडर्म बना रहा है, डेंटाइन मेसोडर्म बना रहा है. सो ऐसा कोई हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं है, जस्ट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. ठीक है. सो दिस इज गैस्ट्रुलेशन. सो यू अंडरस्टूड गैस्ट्रुलेशन. लेट अस जस्ट लुक एट दिस डायग्राम. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? वही सेम ऑर्डर, all events in a sequence. Day 1, fertilization has taken place. Day 2, cleavage division takes place. Day 3, compaction. Then, differentiation takes place. That means morula is formed. Cavitation takes place. Blastocele appears. Trophoblast appears. Then hatching occurs. Trophoblast is going to hatch out of the, it's going to digest the zona pellucida, and then see what is happening. Implantation is happening. So the outer layer, which is the syncytium, this one, this secretes certain enzymes that helps in implantation. Okay. Remaining layers, they secrete the extra embryonic layer. कौन सी एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर बताया था? I told you about chorion, I told you about allantoin, amnion, yolk sac. देखो, what is this? Now this is the implanted embryo. This is the implanted embryo. अभी क्या होता है इसमें? Look at this. This is your endometrium lining. यहाँ पे क्या differentiation हो रहा है? ट्रोफोब्लास्ट है, और यू कैन से साइटोट्रोफोब्लास्ट है. इसमें एपीब्लास्ट एंड हाइपोब्लास्ट आया इनर सेल मास में. ये इनर सेल मास है ना. सो इट गेट्स डिफरेंशिएटेड इनटू एपीब्लास्ट एंड हाइपोब्लास्ट. नाउ दे आर कॉल्ड अ बाइलैमेलर डिस्क. ठीक है, बाइलैमेलर डिस्क बन गया. बाइलैमेलर डिस्क में कैन यू सी, अब ये बाइलैमेलर डिस्क में जो हाइपोब्लास्ट है, that is forming your yolk sac, that is going to degenerate, and ऊपर this is this amniotic cavity which is formed, and you still have epiblast cells. So in the epiblast cells, can you see primitive streak formation takes place? Look at the cells of the epiblast, how they are behaving. ये ऐसे आते हैं और ऐसे U shape में अंदर चले जाते हैं. देखो, they are coming like this and they're going down. This is called primitive streak. दिख रहा है primitive streak? So they are like, look at this epiblast cells. ये ऐसे आए, ऊपर आए, and then U shape में नीचे जाएंगे. And then they will cut layers. पहला वाला endoderm नीचे का, बीच का जो dispersed है, mesoglea or mesenchyme. Mesoderm, you can say in normal terms. And what is left is the ectoderm. So let us now see the layers. So can you now make out क्या हुआ है? Mesoderm spreads. ये mesoderm है ना, mesoderm is going to spread. दिस इज ट्रोफोएक्टोडर्म, मतलब ये ट्रोफोब्लास्ट का लेयर है ये वाला। इसमें देखो एमनियोटिक सैक है, तो दिस एमनियोटिक सैक इज गोइंग टू कवर द होल एम्ब्रियो, ये पूरा एम्ब्रियो एमनियोटिक सैक के अंदर आ जाएगा। दिस होल थिंग is going to come in the amniotic sac. This is the yolk sac. This is the amniotic sac. Look it over here. The entire embryo is surrounded by chorion, which is the outermost layer. Then you have the amnion. Amnion ke andar you have the germinal layers, and this is the yolk sac. ठीक है, primitive streak से बना हुआ ये digestive tract है, lined by endoderm. Then this is your mesoderm, and what is left behind is ectoderm. So the three germinal layers inside. So let us just, and slowly, you know, an umbilical cord develops, and this is the placental villi. ये जो trophosyncytium का part है ना, trophosyncytium, this develops into the placenta, placental villi बन गया, and the fetus now develops umbilical cord, and umbilical cord से वो placenta से attached है. एमनियोटिक सैक बड़ा हो गया. सो ऑर्डर में देखो, बाहर सबसे पहले कोरियोइन, फिर एमनियोइन, एमनियोइन के अंदर योर एम्ब्रियो विद द 3 जर्मिनल लेयर्स, एंड योक सैक तो धीरे धीरे डाइजेस्ट हो जाएगा. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो ओवम रिलीज into the, it's like secondary oocyte, into the ampullary ischemic junction where fertilization takes place. It is the union of ovum with the sperm that makes a zygote. Zygote divides mitotically to form 4, 8, 16 cell stage. Embryo with 8 to 16 blastomeres is called morula, but typically it is 8 to 16 cell. Then blastula, morula enters the uterine cavity. Due to arrangement, it forms a fluid-filled cavity inside the morula. It is called the blastocyst. Blastomeres in the blastocyst are arranged into an outer trophoblast and an inner cell mass. Implantation is attachment of the blastocyst to the endometrium lining of the uterus, and you know which layer helps syncytio? Trophoblast. Gastrulation is formation of gastrula from blastula, involves differentiation and movement of cells of blastocyst from their original place. Finally, they settle. So finally, gastrulation का मतलब होता है development of the 3 germinal layers. ये मैं आपको बता चुकी हूँ, and these are the fate of the 3 germinal layers. So I told you, you can just have a look at this. Mostly all the integumentary system, sense organs, integumentary system. Look at this. They are formed from the ectoderm. Endoderm से वो पूरा the full digestive system is formed. Glands are formed. अच्छा, pituitary का anterior lobe, be very careful. Thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, lining of the lungs, urinary bladder. This is important. All these are formed. Have you followed till here? And then I will teach you organogenesis. So पहला sign of the growing fetus. How is it felt? By the first heart sound. That sound can be measured by the help of a stethoscope. ठीक है? So second pregnancy के end पे, the fetus develops limbs and digits. These are the organs formed. First week, that means first to 7 days, what is happening? First to 7 days, I mean, you will count first day to the 7th day after fertilization. So fertilization takes place, and then 4 to 5 days, morula is formed, then blastula is formed. Implantation takes place on the 7th to the 9th day or 6th to the 9th day after fertilization. I told you, if a woman has a 28-day cycle, so roughly when will implantation take place? Roughly on the 25th day. बताया था ना? Second week. So the entire period of pregnancy is divided into 3 trimesters. And how many weeks? 40 weeks. So week 1 events are implantation tak hota hai. Week 2 mein all these 3 layers start developing. And then week 3 mein the woman is going to miss her menstrual cycle. And then that is the first sign. And when HCG is detected in her urine, the positive test shows that she is pregnant. And first of all, what happens? Backbone begins to form, neural tube develops, brain forms, spinal cord. These are the first organs which are formed. And by week 4, heart, blood vessels, gut starts forming, umbilical cord starts developing. And 5th week, that is by the 2nd month, as I told you, heartbeat can be heard. And this can be seen on the ultrasound scan. So if the pregnant woman goes for the ultrasound, so heartbeat can be measured. 6th week, eyes and ears start to form. So the first system to be formed is the neural system. All the internal organs developed by the week 7, face forms, eyes form. And now a fetus is fully formed by the 12th week. Eyebrows, eyelashes, they grow, eyelids open. So the baby becomes firm, the fetus becomes firm by week 24. And after this, anytime it is ready for delivery. That would be a premature delivery, par ho sakta hai. And week 28, the baby responds to touch and noise, starts urinating. And by week 30, it gets ready for parturition. The head comes down and it's ready for birth by the 40th week. So 9 months exactly is not completed. It could be like, 10-15 days here and there. All right. So these are the events of organogenesis. Ye dekho. Development of fetus in the uterus. So placenta develop hota hai kisse? From the syncytial trophoblast. You can see, and cervix mein there's this plug of mucus so that no unwanted material enters from this side. And this is the embryo. So 9th week till gestation, it is called the embryo. Yolk sac degenerates, and this is the placenta. These are the placental villi. Here is the placenta. So the umbilical cord is connected to the placenta. Umbilical cord has 2 arteries, umbilical arteries, and 1 vein, so that all the useful substances from the maternal blood can enter the fetus, and similarly waste products of the fetus can go into the maternal blood. And this is the cavity. Outermost membrane is the chorion. Then you have the allantoin. You have the amnion. So chorion, amnion, yolk sac degenerates, and from the yolk sac you have the allantoin, which has no important role in human beings. Fetal membranes. Now this is a neat question from NCERT. It is fetal membranes are formed from the trophoblast. Amnion surrounds the fetus, have amniotic cavity. So into the amniotic cavity, you have the fetus is suspended into the amniotic cavity. Amniocentesis is a technique of sex determination. You must have heard. People go for sex determination. That is illegal. वो जाते हैं डॉक्टर से पूछने के लिए कि लड़की है कि लड़का है. So उस समय amniocentesis is also done for checking out the chromosomal defects by taking some amount of the amniotic fluid, and that contains the fetal cells, because the fetus is lying suspended in the amniotic fluid. So around 15 to 17 weeks of gestation period, amniocentesis can be done. Chorion is the outermost membrane. This is also important. सबसे बाहर कोरियन होता है, उसके बाद amnion होता है, उसमें अंदर fetus होता है. And yolk membrane is like yolk से actually निकलता है, आउट पाउचिंग से निकलता है, yolk के आउट पाउचिंग से निकलता है allantois. ठीक है. And allantois extends to fuse with the chorion and forms the placenta. So placenta is actually an organ which has 2 important components donated by fetus as well as the mother. कॉमन टिश्यू है, दैट इज द कॉमन टिश्यू. There is connection between the mother and the fetus. So allantois finally gives rise to what? Now look at this outer surface of the choroid. Finger like projections arise. ये मैंने आपको बताया था ना. Look at this. सबसे बाहर है choroid, उसके बाद है amnion. You have to remember. Yolk sac बहुत decreased है and allantois develops into the placenta. ये यहाँ से इसके out pouching से बनता है and then it merges and forms the placenta. Okay. Allantois also gives rise to the umbilical cord that contains the blood vessels connecting the fetus and the placenta. And these are the hormones which are maintaining the pregnancy: estrogen and progesterone secreted by the placenta, and human chorionic gonadotropin. And there's this lactogen hormone also. So placenta helps in the exchange of substances, while some pathogens can cross the placenta. Plug of mucus जो होता है ना, it prevents any entry of bacteria या कोई sperm उस time पे, it shouldn't enter the cervix. तो वो एक, that's a protective measure. So जैसे ही pregnancy हो जाती है ना, the cervix gets covered with a plug of mucus. Seal हो जाता है. ठीक है? Understood?